Welcome back to Bay Sunday, everyone. Our next guest is the Executive Director of Youth Together. It's an organization that works with young people to develop leadership and organize campaigns that promote unity, empowerment, and educational justice. They have been developing leaders and role models now for a good 15 years in the cities of Oakland and Richmond. And here with us now is Akua Jackson. She's the Executive Director of Youth Together. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Welcome to Bay Sunday.
Thank you for having me.
Well, tell us, you did off camera, but maybe just a little thumbnail on Youth Together. What is it?
Youth Together, we take young people who have a spark in them and who maybe are upset, maybe they are not happy with their experience in school, but they're still involved. And we take those young people and we develop their leadership so that they can be change makers in their schools and in their communities.
Now, they're actually learning at school then, right?
Yeah.
And through Richmond and Oakland, the two schools. How many kids go through the program?
Each year, I would estimate around 130 kids go through our program most directly, but we have an impact on all of our school campuses. I bet. I bet these kids go, you won't believe what I'm learning here, and that kind of thing. How about some success stories? What have some of the kids, how long have you been with the program? 4 years. 4 years. So you've seen some of these kids probably blossom, I would imagine. Well, right now I'm really thinking about two of our young girls, one from Fremont High School and one from Castlemont High School, who just got accepted to go and study in Paraguay for 4 weeks over the summertime.
How cool.
So this was because we did an exchange program with a group called Amigos de las Americas, and they brought students from Uruguay and Paraguay, and we did an exchange. And our students, these are students who've never been on a plane before. So they're, they got exposed to these students from another place, and now they got all excited, and so they're going to, they got accepted, and they're going over there in the summertime.
Now, on your website, your premise, you talk about educational justice. What do you mean by that?
So for us, that means the conditions right now are not set up for student success. So because, of the budget cuts, because of the situation with teachers, either the teachers are not qualified enough, or there's just issues with the teachers' unions, there's issues with delivery of instruction in a classroom, the school buildings themselves are failing. So that's conditions for injustice. Students can't learn, they can't thrive in that kind of situation. So for us, educational justice is making sure that the inputs are just and right. So
they have a level playing field, so to speak. And what are some of the programs? What are the kids learning?
So right now we're actually working on something really big. We're working on a statewide campaign. The students are learning about education finance, and they're learning that in California our system of how money actually gets from the state to the schools
is broken.
Is crazy.
I guess so.
Crazy. Very few people understand it. There's lots of different formulas that get triggered at different points, and it's all sort of in this atmosphere of declining resources. So right now the students are learning about something called weighted student formula, which is researchers and policy analysts sort of best thinking around how to get some equity into school finance, so that this district over here is getting at least the same as this district, and then if that district needs a little bit more because the students are low income or because they're learning English while they're also trying to learn algebra or whatever, they get a few extra resources so that they can have an opportunity to succeed.
Now, do the parents get involved with the program too?
We actually yesterday just had we attended a parent-teacher summit with a group called PLAN, which is Parent Leadership Action Network. And so a lot of our parents from Skyline and Castlemont High School were able to go to this summit, which is put on by an organization that trains parents how to be more involved in their schools, in their students' school, and how to be more involved and advocate for what their students need.
And who is it the teachers teaching the kids, or do you have parents, do you have professionals outside the school coming in to kind of help them?
We employ youth organizers, and so these are staff members who go into the school, they do outreach, they try to get as many students as possible involved, and then they start a club. So they start a club, they do meetings, and at some point around this time of year, the students take over, and the students start to run the meetings and do the outreach themselves.
And how are you funded?
We're funded through foundations and individual donors.
And I'm sure you could use some help out there, right?
We definitely could. We're having our sort of 15th anniversary dinner party on June 8th, and so we'll be starting to do a lot of fundraising for that, and there'll be lots of opportunities to support our work.
Okay, Akua, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
You did great, by the way.
Thanks.
If you'd like more information on Youth Together, please visit youthtogether.net. Stay tuned. More Bay Sunday right after the break.